Okay, so we are on live right now. So hi all. Today we are going to have a debate, and the topic is how much feasible extinctionism is, how much practical it is, and yeah, that's the topic. So I'll let James present his views on that.
Hi, yes. So
Yeah.
I totally agree with extinctionism. I think in
Hmm.
practice, or in theory, it's a perfect idea, but in practice, I think it might not be realistic because most people probably won't agree with it.
Okay.
So even if you have a good idea, the idea might not be worth anything if it's not going to go anywhere.
So, what other idea do you have which people will agree to solve all the sufferings in this world other than extinctionism?
Well, you would probably need a more sort of an umbrella sort of philosophy that more people could agree to.
So that's what I'm asking. Like, what is that philosophy which can solve all the sufferings and people will agree with that?
Well, I don't know if there is a name for it exactly, but I think there should be one.
There should be one. So, okay, I do agree that maybe people might not agree with extinctionism. Let it be. Let it be. Like I'm giving up. Okay. So, what else should I do? Actually. So I'm leaving extinctionism because you are saying that it's not. People might not agree with that. So, what is the other thing that I should do for helping the sufferers of this world?
Well, I think that for me, the ultimate philosophy would be one
Sorry.
that, in my opinion, the ultimate philosophy would be one that is maybe perfect in principle.
Okay.
And you could call it something like global optimization.
Global optimization. What is that actually? I don't get it.
Well, that would be like sort of a higher target to aim for compared to extinctionism. It's something that surely everyone would agree with the idea of global optimization or perfecting or bettering the world.
So, what is that higher thing than extinction? Like, what more than that can you achieve?
Well, for example, extinction could be something that's very far in the future, even if it is possible. It would take a long time, a lot of effort to make it possible.
Okay.
And there's other things that you could do to help people in the meantime.
Okay. So, what is the thing that can solve suffering faster than extinction?
Well, what do you think is the main obstacle
Obstacle
to solving suffering?
obstacle to solving suffering, maybe there are, if you are talking about extinctionism, our obstacles are the false optimism of people. That is the main thing. And people are uh, optimistic about life, which is actually not a rational thing, right? Irrationally they are optimistic about life. That is the main thing. So you have to rationalize people, you have to empathize people for all sentient life. Currently it's a anthropocentric society and people doesn't care much about other animals. So we have to empathize them, we have to make them ethical also towards other animals. That is one thing. And the other thing is that other barrier is technology. As of now, currently we don't have technology enough to cause a cosmic level extinction. So we have to develop more technology wise. We have to develop more. Our society will have to progress. It will take some time. That is the main barrier.
And do you think that would be like a nuclear holocaust kind of thing?
My nuclear holocaust is not useful for causing cosmic extinction. So it can be anything. It's up to future society. As of now, we just have to think about rationalizing people, right?
So to get everyone to agree with the idea so that in the future, when the technology does exist, that
Yeah.
they will use it for that purpose.
Yeah.
I suppose one.
So, like, I'm asking is that do you have any other solution which we can do before extinction, like faster than extinction? Then only there is a point of talking, right? So, if you don't have any other solution for suffering, then obviously we have to wait for extinction. We don't have anything else to do.
Well, I mean, I still think that even if the technology to create extinction came about 10,000 years from now, there's still ways that you could improve the world in the meantime while you're waiting for those 10,000 years.
How are you going to improve? Like, in what way are you going to improve the world?
Well, for example, you could try to stop war, create more unity between humanity.
So, what problems will this solve?
Well, I suppose one of the biggest problems is that the way the world is run is very inefficient.
Okay, I get it. It'll solve wars and maybe some other issues also. So you are saying that in the meantime, like till we achieve extinction, cosmic extinction, right? Till we develop a technology to cause cosmic extinction, you have to, in meantime, you have to manage all these things, reduce suffering, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
That I'm not against that. I don't have any problem with that. But our main thing should be to work for extinction, right? If the final aim is just to solve some human issues, means it's very easy. Humans can stop procreating and all their issues will be finished. We have a lot of hurdles. It's little bit complicated because like sentient life is not just about humans, right? It's about all the animals, insects, and even like those beings who lives outside our planet, extraterrestrial life if they exist. So that's why it's complicated. We have to wait for generations. We have to procreate and maintain a human society to develop our technologies. So if the final goal is extinction itself, I don't mind if you try to reduce suffering in the meantime. You can develop technologies to reduce suffering. You can manage the conflict between humans. Everything that's fine for me.
Yeah. I guess
actually, if the entire society, if actually the entire human society turns to be extinctionist, there won't be wars, right? Because we have a, like, our final goal is the same. We have to eradicate suffering. So people won't be thinking about creating unnecessary sufferings, right? By wars or anything else.
Well, you don't
So
know.
what we'll be focusing is to eradicate animal life, right? To eradicate all the animals from this world, like they're suffering, right? If you cause extinction of all wildlife animals, that is the thing we have to do in the meantime.
Yeah, absolutely. But also anti-natalism. What do you think?
Anti-natalism, I don't think like anti-natalism in the sense if you are going for human extinction, that's obviously stupid, right?
What do you mean?
Like anti-natalism in the sense if you are asking for human extinction, right? All the humans should stop procreating and should go extinct. If that is what you mean by anti-natalism, it's obviously bigotry and it's stupid also, right?
So you don't agree with anti-natalism?
Why would I agree? Actually, I told you, right? It will take a lot of time for us to develop a technology that can cause cosmic extinction, right? It will take a lot of time for us to eradicate all other animals, right? Cause the extinction of all other animals in this world. So human society will have to survive for a long time, right? If they go extinct, who will be there to help these animals or extraterrestrial life?
Well, it's possible that they would come up with the idea themselves.
Who will come up?
Well, if there are other aliens out there, they might do it. But
they might do it, but we see they might do it. You are depending on some other alien to solve all the issues of the cosmos, and maybe they are waiting for us, right?
Maybe, but then
So
you're
yeah.
suggesting that.
So you can't even be sure that if aliens exist, whether they are intelligent or not, you can't be sure, right? Maybe they are all like wild animals. They are like monkeys and lions and zebras. Maybe they are roaming around in forests. They don't know what to do.
But can you really achieve extinction for everything if humanity has to stay alive indefinitely and flying around the galaxies?
Probably we'll have to a human society will have to survive for like indefinite time, maybe, because we don't know about universe up till now. We have to expand our knowledge about universe. Otherwise it might be a complete waste also, even if you cause extinction all around in this planet earth, it might turn useless. Because like if life is a common thing in this universe, it can form continuously all over the universe means even if you extinct this planet earth, immediately there might be forming another planet with life, right? So overall the situation will say remain the same, right? That circle of life will continue. So we have to search for an option to eradicate the root cause of life itself, to stop the root cause of life itself. Life shouldn't form anywhere from now. If it's possible, we should be going for that.
But to stop the root cause of life, I mean, that sounds like destroying the entire universe.
Maybe, yeah, if possible, yeah.
Well, I suppose what comes to mind would be that the universe is so big. If humanity was to play a role in doing that, then either humanity has to expand across all of the galaxies, which kind of against what extinctionism in a sense, because then you have more life.
No, it's not necessary. Humanity has to expand all over the
maybe the better option would be robots, basically, right?
So it's not just about robots or expanding outside the universe. It's not necessary even you have to travel anywhere. Maybe there are theories like, for example, just I'm saying like there is a theory called vacuum decay. Right. According to that theory, if it's possible for us to create a very capable particle accelerator which can trigger a vacuum bubble, that vacuum bubble will expand in the speed of light and it will consume the entire universe and it will turn into a vacuum. So you don't have to move anywhere, right? So this vacuum bubble will destroy the universe, and life is never gonna form again also because it's gonna turn into a vacuum. Right. So in case it's a theory, it's a scientific theory. In case in future, if we find that it's possible for us to trigger such a vacuum, then it's done, right?
And what if there are multiple universes in the same universe, basically? What if there are more galaxies beyond?
There might be. There is actually no point of discussing about that right now. Right. Because we have a very limited knowledge about universe. So it depends on what we find in the future. Maybe we find that there is no multi universe. Maybe we find that there are multi universes, and maybe we find new theories also. As of now, we have an idea about vacuum decay. Maybe after 100 years, we might develop another theory, scientific theory, which can destroy the entire multi universe. Right. So as of now, we have limited knowledge about universe. So there is no point in discussing about that. It's up to future society.
Yeah. So, like I said earlier, though, most people probably don't agree with or subscribe to the philosophy of extinctionism, right? So, would I be correct in saying that your main goal is to spread it as much as possible?
Yeah, actually, I don't know. Like you are actually there. It's a mistake from your part. Actually, you are thinking that you are judging it based on today's current society, right? So you are thinking that most of the people will not accept extinctionism by observing today's society how they are, right? But it won't be like that after 100 years. The next generation will be very different from this generation because people are continuously evolving. Right. If you travel if it's possible for you to time travel like 100 or 200 years before, if you say that God doesn't exist or if you promote science, you might get persecuted by the society.
Yeah.
Right. But today you can see that atheist books are best sellers in this society. Right. Atheism is very much widespread.
Yeah.
Right. There are countries in which majority of the people are either non-religious or atheists. So the situation has changed extremely within 100 years. So within next 100 years, maybe the society will become more nihilistic, right? So there weren't any 100 or 200 years ago. There was not even idea about ideas like activism or anti-natalism or maybe nihilism. But there are a lot of nihilists today. There are a lot of anti-natalists today. There are a lot of animal rights activists today. See, how much did we care for animals 100 or 200 years ago? No, right? Even humans were slaves at that time. So today, slavery of humans is considered very bad, and even people are realizing about animal slavery also. The animals also they are trying to liberate. So people's moral, that circle of morality, of circle of empathy is like expanding, right? Also they are becoming more and more rational. So just think about it, right? If you become really rational, you will understand that life is just a, like it's just like an infection. It's like a disease, right? We don't benefit from that. You just suffer because of life. There are people are going to realize that if they become more rational, and they would understand that eradicating life is what we have to do actually to end all the suffering. And when people become more and more empathetic, they'll care about each and every animal in this world, each and every insect in this world, and they'll try to eradicate all their suffering. So it's obvious that the final endpoint is extinctionism.
So you're confident that it's just going to happen and that we don't
Yeah,
need to...
just by observing how society is evolving, you can be sure that extinctionism is the thing that is going to come in the future.
So you have no doubt that everyone will eventually agree with this?
I cannot guarantee something because I'm just a human being, right? I cannot say that 100% this is going to happen, but this is the most probable thing, like according to what we can observe from human evolution.
But the best thing
And according to logic, simple logic, yeah.
So the best thing to do would be to accelerate that process.
Yes, exactly. We are all just part of that process, right? We are all just realizing, right? We are becoming more and more aware about this world. We are becoming more and more empathetic. So we are in that process. We are trying to share our ideas to other people, rationalize other people, empathize other people. So that's how it will grow.
Mm-hmm.
So if 2% of people are extinctionists in this society, in this generation, next generation it might be 5 or 7%. In next generation it will be 15%, right? Like that, it will be like increasing.
So is your part to just make videos, debate people, try and change people's minds, and try and spread the philosophy?
Yeah, whatever it is, it's not just about making videos or anything. Whatever you can do, actually, this is the only like meaningful thing to do, right? Whatever else you do, it's fucking stupid to do in this world, right? If you believe in religion or whatever reason you can find to live in this world, it's very stupid. Only thing rationally you can do is to rationalize, like make other people understand about the reality of the world, right? Empathize them towards all the beings. That is the thing you can do. So whatever it might be, like to liberate the beings, like you can either create videos, or you can do protests or demonstrations, or whatever is possible, which can accelerate the process.
Mm-hmm. Well, I suppose I have to agree.
Yeah. So I don't think we have much differences to start with. Maybe you just had some doubts about that, and it's been cleared.
I mean, to be honest, my main instinctive doubt would be I don't know
Ah.
I don't know if people really will become super, on board with the idea of extinctionism. I think you're a bit more optimistic than me in that regard.
See, it's not about being optimistic. I'm just a realist. I'm not an optimist. I'm talking about the reality, right? So the basic thing is that you can observe how people are evolving, and you can say that they are going to become more kind and more rational in the future. And the other thing is that you don't have anything else to do in this world. If something else would have made sense, like if there was another way to solve all the sufferings, okay, I would have thought about stopping extinctionism and working for that. But if you think logically, there is only one solution for suffering, and that is total extinction. So we don't have anything else to do, right?
Well, unless you try and unite and, like we said, reduce suffering in the meantime.
Mm-hmm. So even if it is not possible, even if people are not going to agree, right? Maybe it might be like that also. So there is no point. Is there something else you can do? No, you can just try to change the society, right? So that is the only thing you can do actually. Yeah, so even if there is just a 0.01% chance only, also even in hypothetically, if there is only 0.01 chance of causing extinction, then also that is the only thing we have to try for, right? Because there is nothing else for which we can try for.
Well, again, I think that reducing suffering is also worth trying for.
You can reduce suffering on the process. I don't mind that. You can try to reduce suffering along with like the main thing should be causing extinction because yeah.
It's both the same philosophy, reducing suffering and then wiping out suffering, right?
Actually, we also do advocate for reducing suffering. That's what we are advocating, right? First, we are asking to rationalize all the people. Then we are asking to like euthanize all the animals. Right, humans existing, we have a purpose. We there is a meaning behind that, right? We can find the root cause of life in this universe. We can try to eradicate that. There is a purpose, but animals are meaninglessly suffering here. They cannot contribute to this process. So let's liberate them first. Let's reduce the suffering. If you reduce all the animals, if you like euthanize all the animals, a large part of suffering in this world is eradicated, right? And about human suffering also, you can do many things. You can have right to life all over the world. Right to death all over the world. If somebody is struggling too much with their life, they can choose to get euthanized, right? They can any other technology also you can use to like limit their suffering while they exist for the ultimate purpose. All these things you can do.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have
Even if one more thing is that even if like if AI seems to be like useful, like if AI like proves to be like capable enough to take up this task of cosmic extinction, we can do that also. Like we can let AI take the cause forward, right? And maybe like a few humans can survive for maintaining that.
yeah, and
Yeah,
that's when you could have antinatalism.
yeah. That time you can think of anti-natalism also if AI is really reliable. Yeah.
But you wouldn't have any antinatalism until then.
Until now, then it's useless actually. At least until you cause the extinction of all animals. Because I'll tell you why. Because if because of the existence of just one human, since I am existing here, I am consuming a lot of natural resources, right? So I am exploiting a lot of natural resources, which is causing natural like destruction of ecosystems, and I am preventing a lot of wild animal births actually due to my ecological footprints. Right. So for my existence, I am using a large area of land, right? Resources. If I didn't exist in my place, lot of other animals will consume that resources and they'll reproduce and they'll procreate and like they'll populate. So I am actually replacing like maybe hundreds or thousands of animals.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. So finally, like until at least until you cause a total extinction of animals, antinatalism is basically useless.
Right.
Yeah. You can have right to death. I'm not against that. Like you can, if somebody is extremely suffering, you can choose to euthanize that person.
Mm-hmm. So, what could your average person do to help further the cause?
An average person, it's up to them actually. Each individuals have different capabilities. They can like contribute for the cause. First thing is that you have to put yourself into the moment. You have to like your life should be for the moment. For like whatever you can do, it's up to you. You can either do activism through like online or offline, however you like.
And where would the best place online be to contribute to that?
Online actually we are also even like experimenting, so we are just starting with the moment, right? So we are experimenting each platforms, and now we are doing activism in Instagram. Reddit is working for us a little bit. So
Do you have
anything, man, like yeah, actually you will have to provide us ideas. We are actually like uh, trying to explore how we can spread our movement as fast as possible, right?
Well, my main idea would be
Huh.
to optimize your debate strategy to change
Huh.
people's minds.
Okay, debate strategy should be changed. That's what you're telling, right?
Not changed, but
Huh.
optimized.
Can you
Because,
explain that? I didn't get you actually.
yeah, I mean, one thing you can do is debate people publicly, right?
Yeah,
And
right. Yep.
you're going to run into the same arguments over and over and over again, right?
Hmm.
And if you can improve the ways to deal with those arguments and to prove them wrong, to change people's
Hmm.
minds,
Yeah,
then
right, right.
that would be the most effective way to get more people
Surely, yeah.
on board with the movement. And I think that's probably the most powerful way that you could do it.
Sure, sure. Yeah, debating is obviously it's very useful, and we are seeing for that. Like we have already done some debates, and we should be making it better. We should be trying to get some people who are famous so that we can reach a large, like bigger society to debate with. So like that, many ideas we are trying. We are even like in India, we are planning a protest right now. So maybe 28th of this month, we'll be doing a protest in south side of India in Chennai. So we are planning like a 2 days hunger strike.
Wow.
So demanding extinction for like humane extinction for all animals.
Mhm.
So we are experimenting all these things. If protest is working out, we'll be going forward with protest. And if debates are working out, we'll be going forward with debates. Whatever is possible, we'll have to do. So first of all, the thing is that first thing I'll ask anybody to do is that we should be placing ourselves in the shoes of the victims, right?
Mhm.
So then we won't have any excuses to run away from the moment, right? Then nobody has to guide you actually. So if you are putting yourself into the shoes of the victims, each second of your life you will be feeling for those victims, right? So
Yeah.
you'll know the urgency to eradicate all these sufferings. You'll know that it's urgent. It's somebody like me is suffering out there. It's basically same as my suffering, right? So each second you will be devoted to that. You will be searching for an idea to spread the ideology, to change the society, to cause extinction. If that is there, nobody has to guide you. You'll automatically you will explore all those things and you'll change the society.
Yeah. I think the more organized, the better. And the more organized it is and clearer it is for people to be able to come together, the better.
Yeah,
So, websites,
yeah.
forums, groups, maybe a Discord, subreddits,
Hmm.
pages.
Right. We do already. We do have a a Reddit community, and
Where is that?
sorry,
So how can I find that?
it's like community name is Pro Extinction.
Oh, okay.
Extinction. Yeah, Pro Extinction. Yeah, and a website we were planning to create one. We'll be creating a website soon.
Mhm. And so is this video going on YouTube or?
Yeah, yeah. This also in like YouTube channel Pro Extinction, same name.
Oh, great. Okay, well, I
Yeah,
found the subreddit and I'll
yeah.
look up YouTube next.
And the main thing is that actually what issue I find in countries like India and all is that people are not actually like understanding our message. It's a bit too complicated for them. Even anti-natalism is a like very new idea for them. They don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Right. So when you're talking about extinctionism, it will be very complicated. So when I talk to like common people here, most of them are not understanding what all contents we are creating, what we are trying to say to society. They are not understanding. I don't know about foreign countries. Maybe like in Europe and US and all, the case might be different. So here, that is the thing I am trying to do as of now. I'm trying to simplify the message as much as possible,
Yeah.
even to like start a public debate also. Actually our opponent should understand the message, what we are trying, what we are demanding to society. Then only they'll come to us and they'll debate with us, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's quite a few debate channels on YouTube for
Huh.
veganism, for example, and the people are very good, but again, they run into the same obstacles in these debates, and sometimes they really struggle to communicate their ideas clearly or to deal with the logic, to be able to
Yeah.
handle these arguments. So
Mhm.
I think that's the way forward, is to really
Yeah.
focus on your message, like you said, and to be able
Yeah,
to
yeah,
reach
right.
people.
Right.
Yeah.
So are you there in
Jivan,
our? You're not there in our WhatsApp group, right?
no, I didn't know you have a WhatsApp group.
Okay, so I'll maybe you are connected to Luke, right?
To Luke?
The person who shared the link with you for
Right.
StreamYard.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, the person is from Poland. So that person will share the link with you, WhatsApp group link with you. I'll ask the person to share. You can join our WhatsApp group. We can discuss. We can have discussions. How much ever, like however possible, we can try to expand the movement, and we can like ultimately to liberate all the beings from suffering. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, lovely to meet you and speak with you, Jivan. And,
Yeah. Great.
I'm glad we managed to agree.
Yeah. Okay. I hope that we can take the movement forward together. Yeah.
Absolutely. Great.
Okay.
Thank
Then.
you, Jivan. Talk soon.
Okay. Then we'll close the live for now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.